Guess I guess that's what we were looking at. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call to order this Board of Johnson County Commissioner public meeting on this Monday, June 26, 2023 at 10 o'clock a.m. If you care to, you can please pray with us and then we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would you bow with me for a moment of prayer, please, dear Heavenly Father? As always, we thank you for the multitude of blessings you bestow upon us. And dear Lord, we thank you for protecting the lives and personal properties of so many yesterday as the storms come through the county, to be with those who did suffer destruction and damage in that process. And Lord, we would also like to ask a special blessing on the first responders who were there almost instantly to help those, and also those who put together the plan that ensured that those people would be where they needed to be at that time. Lord, we'd also like to recognize an educator that we lost over the weekend here in Johnson County, Max Fitzpatrick, well known and dearly loved by all who ever came in contact with Max. He was a great man. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ordinance number 2023-0-15, ordinance amending Johnson County Ordinance 90-5 regarding Needham Fire Protection District. Any discussion?
Who to approve?
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Opening of sealed bids for the Johnson County Mental Health Facility Project. Been a long time coming.
Okay, we have three. The first bid is SB Construction Group LLC. Their base bid is $10,799,000 and no cents. There are three alternates. Alternate one is for 246,000. Actually, let me read out those numbers. So one for the base bid, it's 10,700,000 and 799,000. So 10,799,000. And then alt one is for $246,000, no cents, 246,000. Alt two is for $114,600, no cents, 114,600. Alt three is for $3,500, 3,500. Next bid is from DeWeese Construction Incorporated. Oh my. Their bid is for $10,691,992. Handwriting is hard to read. So 106,91992 and no cents. Alt one is for 5,500, 5,500. Alt two is 135,000 and no cents. And alt 3 is $7,587 and no cents. 7587.00. The last bid is from Worcester Construction Company, Inc. This bid came in at $10,486,232 and no cents. 10486,232.00. Their three alts begin with alt 1, 208,376. $376, sorry, so 208,376. Alt 2 is $49,273, 49273. And alt 3 is for $18,481, 18481.
Sir, I'd make a motion to issue those to myself and Mr. Harrison sitting in the back for review and come back at the next meeting with the recommendation.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I think
Like
that's
to-
the first time I've ever seen a
That close.
project of that magnitude with the bids that close. That's almost.
Yeah, that's what I was
The
gonna say. It's
alternate threw
very,
me for a loop on a
Yeah.
couple of them.
must have been good plans and very understandable.
Yeah.
So a couple of the alternates are off a little bit, but
Yeah.
other than that, the base bids are good. So
Yeah, that was,
thank you, everybody that bid that. I know it takes a lot to bid it.
yes, thank you very much. Welcome back, Wes. We got a lot going now. Anyway, appreciate the bidders on that. Public Safety Communications, appointment of 911 Advisory Board. Morning, Heath.
Heath Brant, 911 Director. This is just to fill the last vacancy we have on that board, to appoint Chad Price, Clark Pleasant School Police Chief.
Move to appoint Chief Chad Price to the 911 Advisory Board.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Heath. Thanks for bringing the bus yesterday too, you and Kip. Appreciate it, sir. Parks approval for the Indiana Live Steamers to build a G-scale track on county parks property pending legal. And I talked to Brad Weiser. I think it was yesterday. They weren't gonna be able to be here due to an event. Kevin Leonard's on vacation, I guess, and Brad's handling the event, but the plans and everything, they said pretty well covered what they were doing. It's from everything I saw, it was perfectly fine.
I move to approve.
Second.
I know my grandchildren enjoy that little train
Yeah,
down
it's a
there.
nice little train.
It's really cool. This, I think will be a good addition to that. So anyway, have a motion and a second. Any further? This pending legal. Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed. Motion carries. Getting an email here. Court services approval to attend the National Judicial College August 21st through August 25th, 2023 in Denver, Colorado. Sheena sent me all this information and I know they're out of town, so I told her I would bring this forward. I saw no issues with it and most of it's covered by grant.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Tell Sheena, they need to plan on an extra day if they're going through Denver. My wife just got stuck there overnight. And a friend of hers a month ago got stuck there overnight,
Yeah,
plane delays and cancellations.
I know the CIT crew was having trouble yesterday getting out of here and they ended up, I think they just got there at 8 o'clock this morning and
Yeah.
presented at 9:30. So I wish them the best, be praying for them that they're doing okay to get through that. But yeah, if you got time, fly. If you don't, drive. Approval of Firefly Children and Family Alliance memorandum of understanding for fiscal year 23 and 24.
I'd move to
Good morning.
approve.
Second.
I'd move to approve. I can do it now since I sold the building. I have no affiliation with them anymore.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Quick trip.
Sorry, Damon.
Approval of proposal contract with Integrity Steelworks for juvenile detention center pending legal. And I assume this is for the doors and locks and yeah, it's a project that really needs to be done as
Yeah.
quickly as possible.
I don't like it because it's all specialty stuff and it's extremely expensive,
But
but that's what it is. And
And
that's
it
what
is
you
what it
need.
is.
I know. So I would move to approve.
Second.
This is pending legal also.
We can sign it today. We got confirmation on what the labor will be, so we'll make those adjustments and you guys can sign that today. So,
So not pending legal.
correct.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Oh, and I don't, Chris, I don't know if I did tell you, but go ahead and move forward on the cabinets. Getting the pricing. I don't know if Barb got with you on that or not, but we should be able to fit that in, I would think, hopefully again this year. Sorry about that. Animal shelter approval to approach council to request appropriation of Johnson County Community Foundation grant funds.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank
Gary.
Thanks, Kerry. Sheriff ordinance number 2023-0-16, an ordinance authorized distribution and or expenditures of the proceeds of Johnson County's grant from the American Rescue Plan Act 2021 to the Crisis Intervention Team CIT edition. Sheriff and of course, all them couldn't be here today because they're out working. So,
Move to approve.
Yeah, second. I'm just concerned, we've had 3 or 4 projects now that we've proposed fundings through the ARPA funds that have came back anywhere from 30 to 50% more than what we originally had proposed to allocate. I'm not sure that's a good way to do business, but it is what it is, I guess, in some cases, but
Unfortunately, I mean, I work in that industry.
Yeah,
It's
it's awful.
it's very volatile.
yeah.
I mean, extremely.
Well, I guess where I'm going with that, I understand the volatility of estimating anymore, especially in the construction area, but if we're gonna propose X number of dollars with ARPA funds, I think we ought to just stick with that and find funding elsewhere for any additional that might come in. That's my only concern. Because there's some other projects out there that we might want to consider with ARPA funds that we're basically just consuming them through some of these projects that are well above what we originally thought.
The only issue with using additional funds from other sources is it can trigger additional federal requirements. So like Davis-Bacon, for instance, isn't applicable on ARPA funds, but if we start using other funds outside of the ARPA funds themselves, it can trigger the requirement to have Davis-Bacon Act apply and some other things that may make those underlying projects even more
even more
expensive.
expensive.
So I sympathize with you. It's not the best way to do it, but on this particular one, it's best to keep the ARPA funds on these projects specifically without commingling it with other funds from other sources.
I understand, but I won't get into
That's fine.
the debate on it, and we could talk about that later.
Sure.
That'd be a whole nother day.
Yeah, we had enough. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Highway. So save us, Luke.
I will save you. Luke Maston, Highway Supervisor.
First item is the second reading of our truck restriction ordinance for the southeast side of the city of Franklin.
I don't have any questions. I move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second for second reading. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, sir. Thanks, Lou. Hey, Daniel.
Morning.
Approval of change order number 3 with Dave O'Meara contractor.
Yes, Daniel Johnston, Highway Engineer. This is for our 2022 Rural Neighborhood Road Project. This is it would be an additional $6,239 for an additional drainage structure as we're adjusting to some of the unknown site conditions. This is going to be located in the Nyberg subdivision.
I will move to approve because I know Nyberg has been in desperate need of this for such a long time. So yeah, keep it moving.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. Luke, thank you, Daniel, Matt, Highway Department for getting involved yesterday. Appreciate that, sir. Board of Commissioners, approval of change order request number 1 and number 2 with Duke Commercial for the courthouse site upgrade project. And we were expecting these because of additions that we had to do due to ADA.
ramp. Yeah. So
Move
38,000.
to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And I will say, and I know Duke's not here, but thank you to Duke. They're doing an excellent job over there at the courthouse. And
Thanks for sleeving all the sidewalks too.
yeah,
That was.
they had that, Wes had that, didn't you, Wes? You had that covered. I should have
Sent
never
our
doubted it.
people into a little bit of a panic last week until we found out it
Yeah,
over 1,000 foot of underground conduit,
Yeah.
which is good.
should never
Should have
doubt it.
doubted it. We just needed somebody to point to it.
Yeah, no, they're sticking up everywhere.
Yeah.
And it looks like we may get the fountain working. May. May only last 5 minutes, but we'll get it working. Approval of change order request number 1 with Globe Asphalt Paving for Fairgrounds Paving Project. And what this was just that small area that they trimmed in that wasn't thick enough, so they had to thicken things up there. I don't know if you've been out to the fairgrounds.
I haven't seen it since
Paved there,
it's-
looks really, really good. They did a nice job, so.
Yeah, just on their description, it's kind of confusing.
It
Where
was.
the area where very thin existing asphalt, they're gonna cut out 2 inches of stone and relocate. Doesn't say anything about the asphalt. I'm assuming they're just gonna mill that off and compact it. That's the 2 inch they're gonna put back.
Yeah, it's
Before they
already
do the
done.
1.5
It's-
surface.
Yeah, it's done. It looks good. They did everything really well.
Yeah.
I'm pleased and I'd be happy to use them again from what I've seen. So
Yeah, Globe did. good.
we have a lot more asphalt we need to do out there, so it's good to have that pricing.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Acceptance of lowest quote and award of contract pursuant to IC 36-1-12-5 for courthouse clock project. Smith's Bell and Clock pending legal. And for that, just information purposes, yeah, it's a specific need.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be, all the clock faces will be new. The lighting will be new, the function, the bell, the ringing will all be new and updated so that we don't have all the issues that we've been having with the clock for all these years. So they should put that clock in good working condition for a lot of years to come. Correct, Jason?
Correct.
Jason worked on all that, so we got a lot going on.
Yeah, I know that I've had a lot of people from Franklin contact me about the clock. They want to see why isn't the clock working? Why isn't the clock working? I'm like, well, there's a lot of reasons right now why the clocks aren't working. So I'm going to move to approve with the better and updated clock system.
Yeah, I'll second that. I was curious when I saw this bid, I thought, did somehow we make that $50,000 estimated cost public.
No,
I don't
It's
think-
it's rare we get a bid come in that close to what we
I don't know, though.
estimated the cost of work.
If you look
Mental
at,
health just came in real close.
Yeah.
That was real close.
and I think that's a specialized item
Oh, for
anyway.
sure.
And it's hard to find. We would have had no clue what it would have cost, I don't think, on
Yeah.
that. Something like that. We can get closer on the mental health building than we can that with the people we have in place, so.
Well, it could have worked both ways. It could have depressed the cost maybe a little bit to meet the estimate,
Yeah.
or it could have inflated the cost to keep under this.
You know, I doubt that we
Yeah,
would
you
have
never
got
know.
any other bids anyway, because it's such a
I know it.
specialty item, so
Yeah.
it worked out pretty good, I guess.
Did I make a motion on
I
that?
don't think so.
Yeah, we've already made a
Yeah, we
motion,
will.
seconded.
Okay, we got a motion and a second, now we're gonna vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries. It'll be nice to get that clock done.
Yeah,
Award approval of construction contract for Johnson County Sheriff's Office, Crisis Intervention Team Addition Project to DeWeese Construction, Inc. Pending legal.
Move to approve pending legal.
second.
Have a motion and a second pending legal. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. Motion carries. Agreement resolution. 2023-R-7, resolution approving the acceptance of funds from City of Greenwood, Indiana Common Council and Board of Works and Safety for Johnson County Public Transportation Service.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a hesitant second. Any further?
I just feel that's going down a dark path.
Probably is. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. Motion carries. Seems like we have to go down some dark paths occasionally, doesn't it?
Right.
Seems like we have to go down some dark paths occasionally, even though.
Yeah, and it's all needless too. That's the crazy part about it. It's all needless.
Frustrating, really is. No more business. Claims and credit card.
I don't have anything other than I still think that a lot of the departments are using Amazon when they should be supporting local vendors. Fact of the matter, I think what I'm gonna do is reach out to 2 or 3 of the office supply places and see what they will offer us in the way of discounts and same-day service and delivery. And maybe we could get something going there that would help some of the local vendors out, but
I mean, worth looking at.
yeah.
'Cause I'd sure love to see him get the business too.
We didn't have a manifest from, I think it was Circuit Court, but other than that, we did the rest of them. I move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of claim from whatever it is.
Elevators.
Elevatus, thanks. I left my glasses down on my desk. A lot of good they do you down there.
At least they're not on your head and you can't find them.
Yeah, I had to check. Usually hang them back here on the back of my collar, but don't see them. Motion.
I move to approve. Obviously, I got a call and went ahead and approved it. If we gotta pay whatever they bill us up to the contract amount, so.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Commissioner minutes, 6/12/2023, regular meeting. Approval.
Move to
Second.
approve.
Second. And then motion second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Public comment.
Got one.
Come on up, sir. is coming up, and hopefully I do want to thank all the emergency responders, Sheriff's Office, Greenwood, Parkersville,
Whiteland was there.
Whiteland, it just,
Everybody.
Edinburgh, Trafalgar.
Trafalgar, everybody was there.
And I've said it ever since I've been here, so when Johnson County has an issue, that this county pulls together like no other county.
No
And
question.
people are just amazed. Other counties are amazed. I was in conversation with 6 or 7 other commissioners yesterday, are just amazed how quickly we were on that and how things were changing. I was communicating with them last night during all that, and just and they're reaching out to offer help and assistance from other counties too was just fantastic. But I think it's just because they realize that Johnson County comes together so quick and so well that they don't really have to do anything. They just want to make the offer. But I do appreciate the reaching out from the other counties and commissioners. So,
Mike Hoffman, Community Liaison, White River Township. I really want to thank you guys, especially if you're forward thinking in the last 5 years or so. Commissioner Walls and Commissioner Baird, you guys were both there last night to see what happened at Area Command. But when you really think about it, within 5 minutes of anything going out, we had 2 collapses on Travis Road and had command set up, and White River handled that. Within 10 minutes, we had staging at the high school. So all incoming units could come to staging, and police made the decision to stage right across the street at the middle school. So they were right across from each other. Within 20 minutes, and no other county could have done this without your guys' help, truly. We had Central Command set up. We had Sheriff Burgess. We had Chief Ison. We had the Highway Department. We had both electric companies. We had the gas company. We had fire chiefs from White River and Bargersville both. We had support for those guys tracking everything. We had EMA, emergency management from the county. We had the Highway Department. We had State Fire Marshal. We had one of the directors of Homeland Security. Within 20 minutes, everybody was in the same room. By the time it got dark last night, we had cleared every single subdivision and done a secondary search on every single subdivision. And the way that all the fire departments and the police departments handled it and everybody worked together is only because of the funding you guys have provided over the last few years. And as we continue to go, bigger in this county with 69 going through, we are now working on a very major project, which I know will make you happy from the EMS side, to provide EMS for the whole county. And I have been tasked to go to 5 or 6 other communities in the state about our size to ask exactly how they're doing it, what the run load is, how they're being funded, how many runs they feel each ambulance can do per day, how they're spacing themselves out. So we'll be coming to you in the next few months for that. But I just really want to say thank you, because that's the second major incident we've had in less than 3 months. We had nobody injured. Everybody stepped up. And you're absolutely right. Because of the contacts the people in charge of this community have, the sheriff, the police chiefs, the fire chiefs, we got support from, we had state police here. We had,
absolutely.
the DNR was here. We had police departments from all over the place. We had ambulance services here backing us. I've never even heard of before. So it was a really amazing situation and went really well. I got my electric back about 15 minutes ago. I'm very happy.
Hot night.
And it went around my house. So it was all good. But again, I just want to say thank you for the support and for what you guys have done to make things work like that when we have an emergency in the county.
Johnson County does well, and that's not anything to us. That's to the people of Johnson County and all that they do. It's just amazing. I know Commissioner Walls and I drove around a little bit, and I drove around, of course, the night of the Whiteland incident. You couldn't see near as much, but just, we call it a blessing, and we're thankful that God protected and his hand was on the people, and we didn't have the deaths or anything that we could have had. But just the devastation and the people that are wandering around with the shock of losing what they have. And you go around and you see that, and you just don't know what you can do to help. But we have the people in place that do know what to do.
Right.
And you can just tell them, hey, help's coming. It's just truly a blessing to be able to watch that and to see that and be involved in that. So I don't count it as doing my job. I count it as a blessing that God allows me to do to help people. So I think it's really, really cool the way Johnson County works. And I wish everybody in the county would see what really goes on and how we do this in the county, from our 911 center that's the starting point of contact all the way down through the commissioners who come in at the end and look at things in the way we operated and how well we did. So pretty cool stuff. I appreciate everybody, but my heart goes out to all those people, and the damage and the devastation is just, it's hard to look at and to take. But I feel blessed that there were a lot of people that weren't injured that could have been. So
We had 0 ambulance runs. Unbelievable.
Well, one got transported. I just want to know if she had the baby.
She actually was going to be transported and decided to take herself.
But it can't beat that.
I can't tell.
It's a baby that'll always be remembered on that day.
But she was due yesterday.
I know she was due yesterday, and they said they're gonna transport her, but they must not have transported her. Yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah, it is a blessing, like Commissioner Baird said, that no injuries, just an absolute blessing for that. You know, first responders were there. I was watching door to door, address to address, double checking.
Unbelievable.
It was amazing to watch that take place and how it took place, and very efficient in what you did. So thanks to all the departments and everybody that was involved, because there was a lot of people involved in that.
Absolutely.
So it was good. Now it's the long-term recovery, and that takes a long time.
We're still working on it today. I'm headed back there now. So-
Yeah.
But
So-
I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
We thank you very much. Anything else under public comment? If not, all hearts free and clear.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. We're adjourned. Thank you.